Before we begin, check the pinned comment below. There's a free PDF with all the vocabulary from this story, the full transcript, and exercises to help you practice and follow along. Let's make this experience even more powerful for your English. She had studied English for years. Classes, apps, podcasts, grammar books, you name it. But every time someone spoke to her in English, her mind would freeze. Not because she didn't know the words, she did. The problem was deeper than vocabulary. It was the pause, that invisible delay between hearing a question and answering. A delay filled with silent translating, word by word. This is the story of Emma, and maybe it's also a little bit of yours. Emma works at a small design studio in Buenos Aires. She dreams of landing a remote job with a company abroad, something creative, flexible, international. She listens to English music while she draws, watches Netflix with subtitles, even takes notes during YouTube lessons. But still, she can't speak fluently. She keeps translating everything in her head, and by the time she finds the right words, the moment is gone.
Ugh, I know this. I know this. Why is it so hard to speak?
She slams her notebook shut. Vocabulary lists, half filled journals, sticky notes on her wall. None of it feels natural. And here's the part that might surprise you: Emma didn't need more English. She needed to change how she thought. If you've ever felt this, like you know the words but can't make them flow, you're not alone. In this story, you'll see how Emma rewired her brain to stop translating and start thinking in English naturally. And by the end, you'll have a simple way to do the same. So if this story already makes sense to you, like this video, that way YouTube will recommend you more content like this to help you finally feel fluent in English. But let's go back to Emma, because everything changed with one unexpected challenge. Welcome to Stories to Learn English, the channel where your English gets better every day. Hit subscribe and let's get started. It was a rainy Tuesday when Emma almost gave up. She was scrolling through a language group online, thinking of quitting again. But then, one message caught her eye. Stop studying English. Start living it. Join our 7-day thinking challenge. Curious and maybe a little desperate, Emma clicked. It led her to a free community where learners from all over the world practiced English out loud. No pressure, no grammar drills, just real people trying to think in English. And that's where she met Leah.
Hey, Emma! Welcome! I'm Leah. I'm one of the speaking coaches here. We do things a little different, okay? First rule, no more translating in your head.
But how? I can't speak without thinking in my native language first.
You can. You just never trained your brain to do it. Let's change that. Starting tomorrow, I want you to speak for 10 minutes a day. Out loud. Describe everything you see. Simple sentences. No translation. Just English.
Emma didn't believe it would work. She felt silly even trying. But something about Leah's voice gave her hope. It wasn't just a tip, it was a challenge. And that night, for the first time, Emma stood in front of her mirror and spoke.
Okay, I see a mirror. It is big. My face is tired. I have a cup. It's white. This is so weird.
Weird. Yes, but also the beginning of something powerful. Emma didn't know it yet, but that one small exercise would unlock something she had been missing all along: the freedom to think without fear. And you, would you dare to speak like that? Out loud right now? Stay with me, because Emma's next step will make you want to try. Day one was awkward. Emma felt like she was acting in a school play without a script.
My bed is soft. I'm sitting. The window is closed. I feel cold. This is pointless.
She wanted to quit. Her brain was screaming for permission to switch back to her native language, to feel safe, to be perfect. But she remembered Leah's message.
Fluency doesn't come from perfection, it comes from consistency. Keep talking, even if it feels wrong.
So Emma tried again and again. By day three, something shifted.
I open the fridge. I see milk. It's old. I throw it away. I'm hungry. What do I want? Eggs? Number toast. I'm talking to no one and it feels kind of fun.
She wasn't translating anymore, she was living her life and describing it in English. It wasn't fast, it wasn't perfect, but for the first time, it felt real. Her thoughts weren't correct, they were natural. When you stop chasing the right sentence, you give your brain space to think in a new language. You stop performing and start processing. That's what happened to Emma on day five.
I'm brushing my teeth. I'm tired. I need to sleep early. Tomorrow is Monday. Wait, I didn't even think in my native language.
That was the moment, the one every learner waits for, not a perfect sentence, but a perfect feeling, confidence, freedom, flow. And Emma, she finally understood. It wasn't about learning more, it was about learning differently. Would you try speaking like that for just 1 week? Because your day five might be closer than you think. Let's see what happened when Emma took her new mindset into the real world. Emma had been speaking out loud every day, 10 minutes, sometimes 20. It became part of her morning routine, like brushing her teeth or making coffee. But she hadn't spoken to anyone yet. No pressure, no judgment, no real test. Until one afternoon, Leah sent her a voice message.
Emma, you've made amazing progress. I want to invite you to a live English room. Just 3 people. No cameras, no stress. Wanna try?
Emma stared at her screen. Her heart started racing. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard.
Okay, I'll try.
And that's how, 2 days later, she found herself in a quiet Zoom call. 3 faces, 2 countries, one shared fear. Emma felt her throat tighten, but Leah smiled through the screen.
No pressure. Just talk about your day. I'll help if you get stuck.
Emma took a breath, deep. She closed her eyes for a second, and then she spoke.
Today, I woke up at 7. I made coffee. I read for 20 minutes. Um, then I worked. I designed a website. It was not easy, but I liked it.
Her voice shook at first, but her words were hers. No script, no translation, just Emma thinking in English. And the best part,
Emma, that was beautiful. You're not translating anymore. You're communicating.
Emma felt something new. Not pride, not perfection, peace. She wasn't just learning a language, she was becoming someone new through it. And that's what I want for you too. Not just more worded, but more freedom. You don't need to master English first. You just need to start thinking in it one simple moment at a time. So tell me, what's one thing around you right now that you can describe in English? Write it in the comments, just one sentence. No translation. You can do this. And if this video made you feel like fluency is possible, like this video so YouTube knows to bring you more stories like this to help you grow, speak, and live in English. A few weeks later, Emma received an email. It was from a design agency based in San Francisco. They had seen her portfolio. They wanted to interview her in English on Zoom next Friday. 3 months ago, she would have panicked. She would have canceled. She would have said,
I'm not ready.
but now.
I can do this. I am ready.
The interview wasn't perfect. She forgot a few words, paused once or twice, but she never switched to her native language. She kept thinking in English, naturally, clearly, with heart. And when it ended,
We were really impressed, Emma. Welcome to the team.
Emma got the job, but more than that, she got her confidence back. She learned what most learners never hear. You don't need more English. You need to use the English you already have out loud every day without fear. Here are 5 words from Emma's journey to describe. She learned to describe her day. Routine. Speaking became part of her routine. To pause. She stopped pausing to translate. Naturally, her thoughts started to come naturally. To improve, she didn't study harder, she improved differently. Now it's your turn. Look around. What do you see? Describe it in English. One simple sentence. Type it in the comments. No translation, no pressure, just practice. Because you can train your brain just like Emma did. And if this story made sense to you, if it touched something inside you, like this video. And subscribe to the channel so you never miss a chance to grow your English through real stories that speak to your life. You're closer than you think. Keep going. I'm here with you every step of the way. Congratulations for watching this episode until the end. That means you're serious about improving your English. Keep going. You're on the right path, and I'll see you in the next video.